Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. We're going to take a quick look at Decentraland, Mana, and just before we do, we usually look at Bitcoin, but I can just tell you it's stuck on stupid. I'm pretty much right around 49,000 plus or minus a few, right? Nothing much to really note there, honestly. It's pretty much following the stock market at this point, for lack of better terms, and really just need to kind of wait it out, I would say, for a moment before taking any firm positions on any short-term time frames, right? I would say, dollar cost average as per usual. That's kind of the standard. But at this point, we want to find out if it's worth dollar cost averaging into some of these coins, such as Mana, right? Now, if you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor, I just love teaching people how to trade and become better traders. I have a trading community for that purpose, as well as the fact that I make videos like this based on those requests and ensure that we can get you up to speed as best as possible, right? If you're new to trading or you just need a leg up, consider joining my Patreon community. Awesome experience. We've got over 400 members currently, and that's a really cool situation. I can't explain in greater detail how awesome and how proud I am of everyone there. That being said, let's go ahead and take a look at Mana. So with Mana, right, it's suffering. Okay, there's no other way around it. Most coins are doing the same. It recovered very well immediately after the sell-off, but then it kind of lost its top there. It kind of hit the resistance right here on Fibonacci at 4.2 and continued down. And now we lost two Fibonacci retracement lines. It came down to inevitably bounce off of 322, and that's essentially where we're at. We're in between 322 and 380. Okay, so not terrible, but not great, right? Another thing to note too is that we're expecting, just say Bitcoin had behaved and it continued up to about 60,000, broke that resistance at 61, we'd be in a much different situation with Mana right now. And the main reason why is because you could see the same pattern from before, broke to the upside. We had that exact same pattern kind of forming here as well, and we're expecting a break to the upside. However, right here, on December 3rd at the that fateful hour, the price just continued to trail off, and of course went south from there. So again, not terrible, not great. This kind of is what it is. Most coins are in this similar position. Even the really good coins with strong fundamentals that I feel are going to be great within the next couple months, they're still kind of struggle busting right now. Okay, so not great, not bad. That's kind of how it is. We're going to get that. You're going to hear that a lot today if you watch some of my other videos. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the obvious. We're down below 50 on the RSI. I'm not super concerned with that, but that kind of reaffirms this as a resistance level at 380. One thing that's really awesome though is you can kind of see this support level here at 323 working very well. And the reason why it's nice is because it was a previous support level as well. So it's holding nice and strong here. Okay. So just note that's essentially where we're at there for, I would say the lowest point is 323. So if you're going to add to your position for Mana, closer to 323, but I would say even 380 is a good value. If that makes any sense. And I say that just because this channel here, I feel, is probably the lowest for Mana. Mana has strong potential to do very well. And if you were to look at the fundamentals, you'll understand that for yourself. This is a good coin, likely worth investing in, big picture. Okay, so again, do what you want, but dollar cost average, I would say, is the best takeaway here. Just add a little bit at a time. And the best remedy for dollar cost averaging, I get this question a lot, 5 to 10% at a time. Just add a little bit here and there. Set limit orders based on lower Fibonacci retracement levels, or in this case, maybe set a limit order at 323, right? I think the likelihood of it coming down that low is pretty low, but again, you may as well just set a few limit orders and see what happens. You may get lucky with another candle wick down, right? Get this though, keep this in mind. If Bitcoin does suffer and fall to 42,000 tomorrow, we can expect that knee-jerk reaction back down to about 250. Okay, that happens a lot. In fact, I brought this to the attention of my members recently when we had Bitcoin correct itself by 3% yesterday. It was just a very subtle movement. That's pretty standard. 3% in a day for Bitcoin is normal, right? Well, normally we see a 2x correction. So a 3.5% Bitcoin sell-off, right? Most of the market's going to drop by 7%. Well, instead we saw a 10 to 15% retracement on most altcoins. So you just got to understand that everything's kind of on a razor's edge right now with Bitcoin being really low. There's a significant amount of fear in the market, and that's why it's very, very important you don't just put all your eggs in one basket, because it could just fall flat on its face and take forever to recover. Okay, because it takes longer for coins to recover, the harder they fall. Right. Anyways, just some friendly advice there. Just note we're not out of the woods yet. We're definitely in a unique position. All right, so let's take a look at some moving averages. Right here from Mana, we can see the price is below both moving averages, pretty standard. Why don't we take a peek over at Ichimoku Cloud? We're within the cloud right now until we break above. I wouldn't even worry about it. Conversion lines below the baseline and lagging span is within the price action. Those are all signs of not taking entry. But good news is they're all signs also of not taking an entry if you are considering going short too. All right, so we're right in that middle, that little, like I say, not good, not bad. It just is what it is. So until we get above, I would say the resistance level here at about 380, I wouldn't feel comfortable taking a position. I ultimately wouldn't feel comfortable taking a position until Bitcoin pulls its head out of its ass and we have at least 2 to 4 more days worth of consolidation. I know that seems crazy, but we're still really new into this price range, and it's kind of, I wouldn't say uncharted territory, but it's definitely new to a lot of people, and there's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and that will cause very strange things to happen, okay? So we can't really count on what's going on at this point. And I'm not going to worry about opening any short positions. I got that question too, just based on the simple fact that it's just, it's too risky right now. We don't know. We're in that middle ground right now. Looking at TD sequential though, we can see we just get a bunch of resets, slow trail off, just that normal consolidation or retracement that occurred because, again, the price ramped right back up. Yes, it did very well immediately, but it makes sense that it's selling off. Even Terra Luna and a few other really good coins are doing this right now. And it's just because of everything that's going on in the market, right? So we got to be receptive to that. And we got to understand that there's more than we can see right now. And there's a lot of other things impacting this. It's world events. It's the stock markets, inflation. There's a lot of factors involved. So just understand that. So that being said, my prediction for Mana is to essentially continue to go sideways between the channel of 323 and 380 for the remainder of maybe in the next couple of days. Okay, now if we see a break above, we get above that Ichimoku Cloud on the 1 hour, right around 380, we can get that to close on the 1-day candlestick for just say 24 to 48 hours, maybe just say a couple of candlesticks, then I'd feel comfortable with it. That makes sense. But really, at this point, you're basically just gambling if you consider going all in. So once more, just add to your position if you feel comfortable in investing in Mana. I'd imagine you do if you're watching this, but regardless of that fact, Mana is on my top my top 5/top 10 coins for the month of December and or just in general big picture, right? I think this one has a good one. That's why I cover it frequently, because it's just it's one of those coins that's definitely going to go places. But we're just at this strange transition right now. Okay, so be careful, be cautious. I hope you find benefit here. If you do, comment below. If you don't, that's okay too. Maybe consider joining my Patreon community if you want to become a better trader and actually have a good collective environment, or collaborative environment, of course, where we can all come together in these times. I'm so impressed with my community and how well everyone was able to unite in this strange time. It's really cool to see, and just be part of that is just amazing experience. So thanks again to my patrons for being so awesome. Greatly appreciate you. And we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Take care.